Well, hello, this is Mr. Shermer. I hope everything's going smoothly for you on your transition back to this online schooling thing. If you have any questions for Mr. Shermer or Miss Soderholm, please do not hesitate to ask. We'll do our best to accommodate. I'm going to go over the first page of this handout we asked you to do. So if you're combining quantities, so positive 12 plus negative 27, I have more negatives than positives. And so really, when you're combining quantities, you're asking yourself how many more of those quantities. So I have 15 more negatives than positives. All right, now we're going to multiply. So when you have a parenthesis by a parenthesis, that means multiplication. When you multiply a positive value times a negative value, the outcome is negative. 6 times 7 is 42. Now when you divide and you have the same sign on the two quantities you're dividing, in this case negative 54 and negative 6, when you divide a negative and a negative, it's positive. So 54 divided by 6 is 9, negative divided by negative is positive, so positive 9. I can rewrite this as the addition of negative 11, they're equivalent statements. Negative 3 plus negative 11 is negative 14. This is a base and an exponent, so this tells me to take my base and multiply it by itself exponent times. So 9 times 9, final outcome is 81. The negative is not being taken to the power here, only the 4. So I can rewrite it like that when I expand it. Negative goes out in front, 4 times 4, 16. Here, I'm going to multiply this negative 1 in parentheses by itself 5 times. Again, that's expanding. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Positive 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Positive 1 times negative 1 is negative 1, like that. All right, let's do number 8. This is a systems of equations. No, it's not. It's an order of operations. We have an acronym, Pemdas. Please excuse my dear Aunt Shermer. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, pardon me. You do these from left to right, and you do these from left to right as well. So I'm going to go through, no parentheses to simplify, because I can't simplify in those. There are no exponents, so I'm going to do my multiplication and division. Negative times a positive is negative. 7 times 2 is 14. Minus a negative 6. Plus 24 divided by 3. Positive divided by positive is positive 8. I'm going to go back to the beginning. When you subtract a negative, that's the same as adding a positive. Negative 14 plus 6 is negative 8. Negative 8 plus 8 is 0. Let's try the niners here. So I have a fraction bar which implies division. So a fraction bar implies division. I'm going to simplify my numerator and my denominator separately, and the last thing I'll do is that division in that term. This is a different term, so I'll separate that separately as well. So multiplication, negative 9 times 4, negative 36, plus division, 18 times 3 is 6. I can simplify this because it's in the denominator. 8 minus 11, the denominator is the bottom of a fraction. And I can simplify this because it's its own term. Simplify, negative 36 plus 6 is negative 30, divided by negative 3, plus 121. Division, so fraction bar implies division. Negative divided by negative is positive. And the final answer, ta-da, 131. All right, let's do a base and exponent. My base is k, my exponent is 9. They just asked me for the base. They want me to write this in exponent form. That's expanded form. So I'm going to write it as the base of j multiplied by itself 7 times. So that's the exponent. We're going to now combine like terms. We're going to try to find everything that's like and combine them into quantities. So I'm going to color code these so you can see exactly what I'm combining. That subtraction goes with that 3 there. All right, so if I have 5 of those plus 4 of those, that's the quantity. I have a total of 9 of those. Negative 6 plus 4 of those is negative 2 of those. Negative 3 minus 9 of those. And those are done.